Hi guys, Mark Williamson, the Golf Yogi here, bringing you your weekly dose of golf fitness. Today we're going to talk about something that doesn't get a lot of attention in the golf swing, but it's very, very important, especially for generating power and especially for maintaining balance. That's ankle mobility. So if our ankles aren't mobile, we're not going to be able to shift weight, we're not going to be able to transfer weight, and a very big thing for golfers, we're not going to be able to get up to this nice finish, rolling out to the ankle just a little bit. Doesn't matter where you end up here, but everybody's going to get a little bit of roll. If we don't have that mobility, we're going to get to this left leg and just kind of finish somewhere in here because we don't have that, again, mobility to roll just a little bit, let that power transfer continue down towards the target. So the cool thing about this is the more mobile our ankles get, the more stable they get as well. Our ankles want to be able to move, to be able to maintain that balance through a golf swing, through running, through anything that we're doing athletically. So I've got a couple for you today. They're going to work on a little bit of mobility, a little bit of stability, and again, the more mobile we get in the ankles, the more stable we are. So a real simple one to start with, in yoga we call this Warrior C. Just going to start to fold over, bring one leg up. We're trying to basically turn ourselves into a T here. Now the reason this is so good for ankle mobility, and you can see it maybe just a little bit in my leg here, the longer we're here, the more difficult it is to maintain that balance. So the knee starts working a little bit, the foot starts working a little bit, we might get a little wobbly. That's what we're looking for. The bonus in this and the good stuff that we're getting out of this stretch comes from the struggle. So the longer we're in this, I'll show you the same thing from the side here. We fold over, we start to hang out. It takes us maybe just a minute to find that balance. And then again, this leg is working very hard, trying to maintain that balance. If you want to add a little bit to this, you can get into it, bend the knee a little bit, and start moving with it, trying to keep that balance all the way through. This is actually pretty difficult the more you get into it, trying to do it. So again, just rolling a little bit, getting that ankle moving. Another yoga pose that we have that's fantastic for ankle mobility, simple down dog. So we've got a few ways that we can modify this once we get here, but we can get into this down dog and just start to walk it out a little bit, getting into that ankle, just working it one side to the other. Then we've got a couple of things we can do from here to take this a little deeper. We can cross one ankle over the other and kind of press back. That's going to stretch all the way into that calf, through that Achilles. Again, you can kind of move with this just a little bit. You can go ahead and do that both sides. Again, just put one ankle behind the other, just rock through it a little bit. You can bend, whatever feels good. Another really good one here from down dog. You can come all the way up on the toes, drop the heels off to one side. Now the big thing about this is we want to keep our chest and our head square. We don't want to go ahead and dump to one side to be able to get over there. So nice and high on the toes, dropping those heels one side. Again, pressing that chest back just a little bit, trying to feel a little bit, getting into those ankles, getting into the feet, and even anything that you're feeling getting up into the calves are going to be working that ankle mobility as well. So those are great to do quite a bit. Then just a couple more for you here, guys. If you've got a tennis ball laying around, these are really, really beneficial for working on the feet. So one thing that you can do here, you want to keep the ankle on the ground, go ahead and put that kind of ball of the foot just behind the ball of the foot on this tennis ball. Start to lean into it. From here, all we're trying to do is rock, kind of like windshield wipers. Work the foot left, work the foot right. You don't have to have a ton of pressure on these. And again, keep the heel on the ground. If you're doing these with the foot up, you're just going to rock back and forth a lot. So again, getting that right underneath the foot, keeping that heel on the ground, start these little windshield wipers back and forth, back and forth. And then one more, guys, I would tell you probably don't try these barefoot. It is a little bit difficult. Put some shoes on, hopefully take out a little bit of the sting into the foot. You can start to try to balance on that tennis ball. Maybe the heel stays down, maybe it starts to come up. Again, you're going to get that knee into it. You're going to be rocking a lot right to left. So when you get onto these, start to lean, maybe you get a little weight off that off foot, maybe you start to get that heel up, just trying to dig into it. If you're feeling any pain into the balls of the feet, into the center of the feet, go ahead and put some shoes on. It'll make it a lot less intense. So give these a try, guys, especially if you're having a hard time transferring that weight to the left side in your swing, finding that nice balanced finish over here. If you feel like you're kind of getting over here, getting stuck a little bit, or maybe it almost forces you to even fall back a little bit because you can't rock into that ankle, it's going to be difficult, again, to transfer that weight and to hit nice, consistent shots. So give these a shout, guys. If you have any questions about them, email me, mark@thegolfyogi.com. I'm always happy to help. Everybody go out this weekend, play some great golf, guys. Cheers.